Hi, Ricardo of Corona Samizdat here. We got a book up for a prize. Apastoral, a Mistopia by Lee D. Thompson, which Lee expressed some fear that because it's a comic book, it wouldn't be taken as seriously. I don't know if fear is too strong of a word, but it's a pretty strong emotion. Don't be afraid, Lee. Huh? I mean, don't be afraid. This Mistopia is, well, it talks about things that it posits a plan, a government plan to take care of convicts. You put their brains into animals. And is that such a bad idea? Is that Mistopian? Huh? I mean, I don't. Does anybody know if Guantanamo Bay still has any guests? Because that place was opened in 2001, and probably 90% of the people in prison there were perfectly innocent, and they were detained against all human reason and human beneficence, and they were detained for decades. If there's anybody there, it's been over 2 decades. Can you believe it? I mean, a lot of times I get criticized for not knowing Slovene very well. After I've been here since 2001. As many people have been in Guantanamo. Had I been in Guantanamo and been given the freedom to order books, I probably could have learned Slovene by now. So it's not like they lacked all opportunities there. Did any of them study languages? I don't know, but I remember reading, now and then. I mean, when it first happened, people were stuck in Guantanamo. And there was no habeas corpus and so on. I was appalled. I'm still appalled. I don't live in that fucking country anymore, and I wouldn't. But Lee might for research purposes. Lambs to the slaughter, lambs to the slaughter. I remember one guy I read about was a taxi driver, and he was just picked up by a gang that sold him to the U.S. military. There was prize money and so on. I think one of the facts I remember is that you could get paid enough if you had a criminal to turn in, and if you said he was a criminal, what are they going to do? Argue with you in your language when you speak something more difficult than Slovene, even, or as difficult to some United States American kid? Yeah, okay, we'll take him. Well, where are you going to take him? Well, in detention. Detainees, not prisoners. There are conventions that talk about prisoners and what you can do with them, but detainees? You're just detaining them. Officer, am I being detained? You're goddamn right you're being detained. We're stopped. It's really funny, all these videos that, there's linguistic play in here too, so this is relevant. And very good linguistic play. I wonder where the hell do these people come from? These Lee D. Thompson types who write, brilliant books. If this was written by an Estonian and translated into English, Jeff Percy, fellow Canadian, would have written about it by now, and that person would have an internationally known piece of fascinating fiction. But Lee is a Canadian, and he's not even a French Canadian. He's from New Brunswick, and he's up for the New Brunswick Literary Fiction Prize, the best novel of the year, I suppose, and he's on the short list. You remember back when João Reis was on the Dublin long list, this book, and he told me, there's no chance, it's not that big of a deal. No, what the hell, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, there were 70 books on the long list. Yeah, but are any of them as good as this? Well, the one that wasn't, or that one wasn't, but, there was a Marilyn Robinson book, and I thought, oh, geez. And then there was that big fat book, Kin, by a guy born in Slovenia writing from Serbian language, writing in the Serbian language. Well, Joao was never, he didn't get chosen for that short list. Well, this guy is on the short list. Now, you may say to yourself, oh, yeah? How many books were on the long list? I mean, it's New Brunswick. How many novels were published in New Brunswick or by New Brunswickians in the last year? I don't know. But, what if this was up for the International Booker? I'd vote for it. I mean, there are a couple of people I've seen on our Instagram channel that have that buy everything that's been nominated for the International Booker. Well, he doesn't have this one because it wasn't hit with the Booker wand, but it was hit with the New Brunswick wand, and God damn it, that's something. That is something. But had it not, it would still be the same book, and it's still a great book. And I had a blast reading it, and I found the invention, marvelous, and of course the conceit is funny and dark. And it does tell the story very well. Now I'm thinking, shit, I might have to read this again. An incomplete list of. It says, many thanks to everyone who encouraged my little sheep along the way and or gave feedback, especially Jeff Percy is on here. It mentions me on here. I guess, as his publisher, he's saying thank you. Well, God damn it, Lee, thank you. When I started doing this, I had no idea how good the list was going to become. Now we've got a prize winner, because this is going to win. We've also got another one going for the Virginia prize. Where is he? A Bended Circuity. He's up there. Can you see him? His name is Robert Stickley. He's not up there. But his book is, see it? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the latest from Corona Samizdat. If you keep watching, it might transform into an even later latest within a couple of days. Take care and get it while it's hot. Bye.